Friday afternoon, the weekend is about to start, and we are here. What's going on, everybody? I know that the market is down. I know AMC is down, but we are still here, and we're going to have a good weekend, and we're going to start it off right with the Friday afternoon live stream here. Frank, man, thank you for being first in the chat again. Paul, what's going on? Mark and Paul, all of you guys, good afternoon to you. It's always one more day, Mark. It is always one more day. We'll pop over here to see. Nope, that is not what I want. I want that. We'll pop over to here to see what is going on with AMC here, sitting at 18.21 right now, hitting some new daily lows. Really trying to close above 18 now. They might try to get us down below $18 per share. Shiba Inu coin sitting at 24.20. Kind of a hard day on Shiba as well. GameStop sitting at 147.12 over here. Really declining over the last, 10 minutes or so. Going from 150 all the way down to 146 right now. 146.85, down 2% on the day. Might be a little bit difficult to see. Let's condense that a little bit there. And then we got HYMC Highcroft down in the bottom left, sitting at $2.10 today. Surprisingly, making a 5+% gain there. We've got the NASDAQ, guys. NASDAQ getting hit hard at the end of the day, down 1.38%. Farmy giving up the entire gain that it had today. It was at 14.39 cents earlier this morning. 14.39 there. Currently sitting at 13.71, trying to determine whether or not it wants to close green on the day. It will most likely finish red as well. Prague sitting down 4% right now, 1.14 per share. We've got Sundial 56.14, Mullen Auto 252, CEI 76 cents, the SPY down about 0.5%. BBIG turning green, sitting at $2.75, and Highcroft $2.10 there. We will watch that end, but very difficult action in the stock market throughout the afternoon. But hey, we are here and it's gonna be all right. I cannot believe that nobody is typing in the chat right now. Thank you guys for being so active. Let's see if we do have any winners out here on the major watch list that we got going on. Go all the way to the top. Ford still winning on the day, sitting above $15 per share, but giving up most of its daily gains. This SBFM that you guys were looking into yesterday as it was tearing it up is down 40% today, giving back a lot of the gains that it had over the past 5 trading days, and going to be retesting this gap down here. It's $5-6 per share. Possibly going to end up going back down here to gap fill at $2. We'll have to keep our eye on that, but it's getting hit very hard today. Hershey continuing to move higher. Hershey never seems to go any lower. Monumentus did very well yesterday, but giving back a lot of the gains today, down 10%. TCAT is up 17% today. Wow, not very bad at all there. But this stock was much higher. Yeah, this stock hit $75 per share, so still very low at $3 per share. Amazon getting hit hard. We got BBIO getting hit hard. Everything is getting hit very hard today. Mullen Auto giving back some of the gains that it had earlier. It was sitting up here. Where did it hit today? $2.80 almost. High for the day was $2.77. Cardano, crypto's getting hit pretty hard. Antero Resources trying to hold on, but man, across the board, we can see that the losses are piling up. Hopefully, next week is a relief week, because this week was nasty, man. If you look at the last 2 weeks for AMC, Monday, not last Monday, but the previous Monday, it was very good, but it has been just brutal for the last 9 trading days. It's been ridiculous. I lost a bet on $2. I lost a bet on $2 for Farmy. Pull! It is all right, man. I don't even remember the bet was. I was gonna give you and your friends hoodies, but yes, you did lose the bet on that one. Next week, man. There's always next week, right? We can move that bet on to next week, and next week is their shareholder meeting. So next week could be pretty big. If we don't get any information on Friday next week, I would imagine the results of the shareholder meeting are going to be on Monday of the following week. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be necessary to hold Farmy beyond that. So we will be keeping an eye on what's going on there with Farmy. I think a lot of the stagnation in Farmy is due to the shareholder meeting coming out next week and people just not wanting to to take any risks in there. So we've been seeing a lot of sideways action, especially if you look at the daily chart. Very, very, very slowly creeping down here since they announced that shareholder meeting and since they announced the vote. The vote being for a 25-for-1 reverse split there. Very, very stagnant and slowly declining in the price of the stock. But I mean, it does look similar. You got AMC getting hit pretty hard over the last 2 weeks. Farmy slowly declining over the last 2 weeks. But, man, all of these stocks, they need some relief. They truly do, because it's difficult to hold through a bear market, and that is exactly what we're doing right now. Pika brightens the entire day for everyone. Yes, Pika does. AMC will be heading at around $10 with a big jump. Buckle up, we're getting ready to fly. Alex, I like the optimism, man. I don't know if it's going to go all the way down to $10 per share, but I would love the rip higher, man. Aw, you're so sweet. Piggy, you're so sweet. Missed the show this week. Any explanation on AMC? What happened, Clay? This is now a downtrend, I imagine. Mariachi, I don't know why AMC got beat so relentlessly this week. I mean, we can see that's a pretty dangerous decline, and it is giving up all of the gains that we had on Monday. It may not have felt so difficult if we didn't have that beautiful day on last Monday, on March 28th. I mean, if you would have imagined just a steadier growth from this $13 line, slowly growing over the last month to $18 per share, we probably would have been feeling pretty good right now. Seeing the gains, slow gains, yes, but nothing but gains. But it's tough, man. It's tough when you watch one beautiful day like this get erased over a 2-week period. And that's what we've been experiencing over the last 2 weeks. It's not exclusive to AMC. It's not exclusive to GameStop. The market over the last 2 weeks has also been getting hit pretty hard. You can see the NASDAQ coming down over the last 2 weeks here. You put the SPY on. Hasn't been getting hit as hard, but still getting hit over the last 2 weeks and on the decline there. GameStop on a daily chart on the decline for the last 2 weeks. It looks harder when you're watching AMC every day being red and giving up all of the gains that it had on this phenomenal March 28th. So GameStop too, man. The gains that we had on March 28th, completely given up. And GameStop here, where's the NASDAQ? The NASDAQ much lower than it was on March 28th. So it's not exclusive. And it's an overall market move that we've been dealing with for the last 2 weeks. So tough to watch, tough to take. But guys, we only got 2 minutes left in this week. And then we got a fresh, brand new week ahead of us next week. So hopefully AMC just remains above that $18 line and Farmy closes green. It'll be nice to see some green in my portfolio, especially surrounded by a sea of red. Even if it's 1/100th of a cent in the green, I will take it. Happy anniversary, Frank. Frank, man, happy anniversary to my gorgeous goddess, queen, soul wife. Gotcha. Happy anniversary, Frank. Absolutely, man. Thank you for your hard work, my friend Clay. Gallery Hope, the art of loving kindness. Thank you for being in here. Look, I do believe it is a lot of work to stay completely active, do the live streams, do 3 videos a day, just constantly reading articles and what's going on in AMC communities and Shiba communities and so on, and trying to bring in my knowledge of the market that I've acquired over the years and everything. It is work, but at the same time, man, it's like a dude that loves sports, right? I don't care about sports at all, but I really do like finance and money and making money with your money and percentage gains and just everything that goes into, finance, really. I mean, it might sound completely nerdy, but when you put it like that, dude, it's like, okay, well, here's your job, man. You're going to have to watch sports for 10 hours a day. You're either going to have to be reading about sports, watching a sports game, casting a sports game, commentating on a sports game, playing a sport. Some guys can relate to that. I don't know if some people are into fashion or home design or something. Imagine you got to do that. You love it, but you got to do it for 10 hours a day. You really like playing video games, right? You got to play video games for 10 hours a day. It is work, like at that point, and it is very time consuming, but you're going to enjoy what you're doing. And honestly, man, honestly, I do think that it's a lot of work at times. People, they look at you, they're like, this idiot doesn't know a single thing. I just want these stocks to go up. And I agree too. Like I do want them to go up. But man, I really do like it. I enjoy it so much. It's cardiovascular exercise, the excitement of green, the frustration of red, the ebb and the flow of crazy. Mark, it is, man. It is. And it's tough. It's almost like manic depressive. It's almost like the market is bipolar. Oh, that's a nice jump on Farmy there after hours. It's almost like the market is bipolar, man. You know, when you have so many depressive red candles in a row, it wants to affect you. But when you're looking at the grand scheme of things and you think, God, dude, it's been 6 months of downtrend. I cannot stand this anymore. Well, yeah, dude, it's been 6 months of downtrend, but it's been what, like 120 years of long-term uptrend? Yeah, when you pull the graph out and you look at long-term, and a lot of the investments that we have, you know, they're suited to grow over the long term. So you got to remind yourself, sometimes 20 times a day. Sometimes 20 times a day, man. You got to die. You got to kill those emotions 20 times a day. Even if it's just I'm in it for the long term, man. I'm here. This is why I'm here. This is a verbal reminder, you know, in your head, whatever you got to do. But you do need a physical reminder sometimes that the short term, 6 months, still is short term in the grand scheme of things. A year still is short term in the grand scheme of things. And it's just what you got to do, man. Been an ape since May 2021, holding 250 shares, not so much, but I'm holding what I'm willing to lose. Alex, that makes you a dangerous man. It makes you a dangerous man. If you're holding what you're willing to hold and you are not willing to fold, you're a dangerous man. You're who the hedge funds hate because they know they will not be able to convince you to sell those shares. You will stay true to why you got in the stock, and that does make you a dangerous man to them. Anyway, what do you think happened with AMC? It almost seems like it was smacked down by Wall Street at 34, and they keep it under their thumb, or is it paper hand? So, Ed, I do think that it's a portion of both. I don't think that the short hedge funds, sorry, I guess something in my eye. I don't think that the short hedge funds want it to go up, right? And honestly, I don't think that the guys on Wall Street and some of these old school guys that are on TV and write for some of the older news outlets, I don't think they want it to go up either. There's this sense of jealousy, man, that it's almost sickening, right? If you see a stock doing well and you know a group of kids that you don't like are going to be successful and earn a lot of money, it causes people to do some weird things, man. You know, if I watch you, like if I'm looking at AMC Trapper, and AMC Trapper, I know he's got Sundial, and I don't have Sundial, right? If I see Sundial all of a sudden go to $4.20 a share, funny, right? But it has done that before. If I see Sundial go to $4.20 a share, I will be very happy that Trapper is making a ton of money. I will wish that I was in Sundial at that point, but I'm not going to be like, dude, Trapper's an idiot. I hate this guy for making all this money. I'm going to try my best to keep Sundial from going up because he's in it and I'm not in it. And I see a lot of that kind of sentiment on Wall Street as well, and coming out of the mouths of some of these people that you watch on TV, and they've got their big shows, and they're like, apes are stupid, apes are living in their mom's basement, these apes are not investors, they're gamblers, and this and that. Well, yeah, dude, apes might not be as intelligent as you would want them to be, but the fact that apes that got in, like our friend here that got in May, would still be making a lot of money on AMC, and those that got in before at like $5, $6, $7, $8 per share are making a lot of money, and people are jealous. You know, people are jealous. It's really a bad trait. It's a bad look to have. And sometimes, you know, that thought does creep in, right? That thought does creep in, and you just have to. You gotta kill it, man. You gotta kill it. I would like to make as much money as possible, but I realize I can't be in every single play. And if you guys are making money, dude, I'm happy to see it. I just know that there's a lot of people out there that don't want to see you be successful. Vengeance, what's going on? BBIG back to 280. Yeah, BBIG did actually roll pretty well there. We've got Farmy sitting at 14 cents per share right there. Very nice bounce up on Farmy after hours here, 1.82%. GME up 0.11% after hours. Shiba Inu coin down 2.08% right now. AMC stock is break even at 1823. Closed at 1824. Sitting at 1823 after hours right now. Prague lost 2.5% on the day. Sitting at $1.16 right now. Break even there. BBIG did recover, sitting at 277 up to 280 after hours. Highcroft Mining had a decent day today. Finished up 8% on the day, falling off a little bit after hours at the moment, but volatility really kicking in on Farmy here. 14 cents all the way down to 13.70 after hours on basically no volume. 230 shares took the stock price from 14 cents to 13.70, so doesn't look like we're going to have much going on after hours there. We can watch that go along. Exit my Ford calls. Riptide was still in his. I was hoping it would keep running for him. What did Ford do, though? I think Ford sold off towards the end of the day, didn't it? Yeah, I think it sold off towards the end of the day. But I don't know when his calls are for, man. Hopefully, if they're still for the May 6th expiration there, he does make some money. It bounces up on Monday with a nice gain. That would be beautiful, which it absolutely can, guys. The market can absolutely open up on Monday. We had a very, very tough week this week, and people could be looking to jump in and grab some bargains. Clay, it's the evil version of FOMO. It is the evil version of FOMO, man. It's the... What would the opposite of FOMO be? The evil version of it. Hope you're missing out. I hope you're missing out. That's all. Oh, I can't do that one. Yeah, well, hope you're missing out, man. That would be what I would think that is. Claytinho, welcome back. Brozinho, Simoninho, you as well, Zinho, my man. Glad to have you in here. And I believe that Grutsky is going to squeeze some... I don't believe that Grutsky is going to squeeze some time. What is Grutsky? Groitsky? What is that, Cassie? If I'm not able to be successful, I hope you guys will. That's my thought. Yeah, AMC Trapper, it's dirty, man. When you're thinking bad about somebody else just because you aren't in the same opportunity or you didn't take the same chance that they took. Dude, I hope all you guys make so much money, man. It's ridiculous. Riptide exited up 15%. Boom! Riptide. Killing it, baby. Making 15% of those calls. I love it. Crypto burned its fuel on the last trip to the moon. It takes a while to refill the tanks. DK Pope. That's a good way to look at it, man. And it did. It burned up a lot of fuel, moving up to the all-time highs that we were hitting back in September, October, November in the crypto market. And you know what? The stock market may have done so as well. Stocks hitting all-time highs and the indices hitting all-time highs back in November. And pulling back since then. So this could just be a nervous consolidation or a fearful time in the market for investors because of all the inflation and the fact that we were at all-time highs and everything just culminating at the same time. That it's causing investors to be much more fearful than I think they should be. AMC will squeeze because shorts have to cover. I just believe the movement will be short-lived. I don't believe it will go beyond 80. Yeah, Vengeance. Look, man. I think we could go beyond 80, right? I do think that we could go beyond a price of 80. But if you're thinking like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 per share, although it is possible, I also believe that people are tired. I believe that, when you see 5, 10, 20, 30x gains, if we reach those levels, people are going to be very tempted at that point. And if not just putting stop losses on, I think that we will have a lot of people exiting on the way up as well, or at least guaranteeing their profits with some stop losses. But you're exactly right, man. You're exactly right. The shorts have to cover. And when they do, the stock price should receive increased demand. How long we can resist the temptation on that increased demand, time will tell. But that's where it all boils down to, is if you're still here when the shorts are covering. Financial world is changing. The end of fiat, the last 50 years have been incredible. Mark, when you look at it that way, it is true, man. It is true. And I don't know if it's necessarily going to be the end of a fiat currency in terms of like switching over to like a global, guys, we can't switch over to a one world monetary system. I mean, that's some end time stuff right there, okay? So we're not going to switch over to just Bitcoin or a one world currency. That's some end time stuff, and I don't want to see that happen just yet. But I do believe that, I do believe we're going to be going digital. I truly do. And going digital is going to be, it's going to be beneficial for the governments, not necessarily for people when it does happen. Because right now, man, with cash being out there, the governments they're leaking. They got holes in their boat, and they're leaking. If everything's on a smart contract and they can take their taxes out of every single transaction you make, they're going to have a lot more tax income coming in, and it will be beneficial for them. But dude, me, we're gonna have very little leeway when it comes to that. Gosh, man, these are some wicked red candles on here. Come on, Farmy, stay at these levels. I hate seeing these little red candles or big giant red candles pop up there. Stop that. Thinking if people will keep a YOLO bag of shares, I think that some people will, Pringleton. I know there's a lot of people, man. I'm basing that on the amount of complaining that I see on Twitter, right? That's what I'm basing that on. Is you scroll through your feed or whatever, and you see a lot of people complaining. Buongiorno, amico mio. Glad to see you. Buongiorno, Francesco. Grazie mille for being here. my Italian, dude, I don't know Italian, man. But buongiorno, amico mio. Good afternoon, my friend. What's going on, man? Guess who's back? Back again. Kalani's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? 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 Kalani's back, if you guys couldn't guess. Slim Shady. No, Paul, it was Kalani. Kalani's back. End times indeed, Mark. What do you think about Saitama coin? Fies, man. Everybody always wants to know what I think about Saitama. Here's what I think about Saitama. I don't own any. I don't plan on buying any. I think that Saitama has been riddled with problems for quite some time, but I don't spend any time reading like Saitama posts or reading through the Saitama community or anything like that. So I don't really know what all's going on with Saitama, man. I just know they've had like wallet releases that never went through. They've had a lot of problems. And they get a lot of coins outstanding too. Not gonna lie, the next run, I'm out. How high's it gotta run, Vengeance? How high's it gotta run? And look, and there's nothing wrong with that either, right? There's nothing wrong with you guys making the decision that you just can't bear the stress anymore. That's okay. Investments are not meant to be stressful. They're not meant to be that way. That's why I always say, like, when you see new people coming in, what do you recommend? What do you recommend? You got to figure out what you can deal with and what you can handle. And if you can handle a year trying and waiting for the short squeeze, great. If Vengeance wants to get out, AMC has users. Yeah, it definitely has resistance to 72 now. If you want to get out of the next run and shave your position, maybe you do, man. Maybe you do get completely out if it runs back up to $35-$40 again. And hey, at that point, if it does drop back down to 20-25, you can make the determination on, well, you know what? I had X amount of shares before. Way too stressful. I'm going to come in with Y amount of shares. And honestly, I don't even care what it does at that point. Goes up, goes down. I'm not going to be stressing because I got a whole other portfolio that I can deal with now and so on. That'll make you dangerous, right? If you can go in there and buy some shares that you don't care about, you're just going to hold no matter what. So there's nothing wrong with like re-strategizing or anything like that. We needs a leader from the Shib's army and the movement of the Shibs, and I votes for Clay, bro, because he can lead the Shibs to the Mars. We needs more USA peoples knows about cryptos, but mostly Shibs, okay? Indeed, man. Listen, I don't know if I want to lead everybody to Mars or not, but I do appreciate that confidence booster there, man. If you guys want me to lead you to Mars, let's go. Yep, that's what I think too. Thanks, bro. Fighties, man. Absolutely. But like I say, I don't know a ton about Saitama. I don't spend any time reading up on it or anything like that. This is just kind of like my perception of it. You sound just like Slim Shady. Be careful. You get demonetized. Nate F. I don't want to get demonetized, man. My bad. Eminem, love you, man. Don't demonetize me. Don't hit me with a copyright claim. Best way, Trapper. Could you imagine not, and it goes to some ridiculous amount. Yeah, you'd want to get yourself after that. You sold all your shares at like, I don't know, $120, and all of a sudden it goes to $1,200, and you're like, you want to kick yourself? That'll be good. The problem with me is I'm always checking how it's going and end up selling best way. It'll probably buy and leave it. Yeah, man, and I don't know if you guys check your 401ks at all or your retirement accounts or anything like that. If you guys got an IRA or something. But they're not meant to be checked every day. You have to trust the long-term process of the market to go up, right? And clearly, if you're actively managing your account, you can check it. But this has been obsessive. Right? AMC, the stock play in AMC has been extremely obsessive. AMC every single day, every single thing, Shiba Inu coin too now, watching it, listening, trying to get something to tick it up, trying to go and go and go every single day. Is today going to be the day? Is it going to break? Is it going to go? And it's been coupled with a bear market that is not typical. So it's been tough, okay? It's been obsessive, it's been tough. And don't let that spoil your view of the market, and don't let it spoil your view of investing, because what we have been through is not in any way typical. You can absolutely become a millionaire based off 5 to 10% annualized returns. Annualized 5%. Think about that. Annualized 5%. You're probably up 5% on your AMC right now. But it's been very difficult, and it has not been typical what we've been going through. So don't have your viewpoint spoiled just by a very difficult run at AMC. Shills are out full force. No, we don't like shills. Vengeance True missed what he said. AMC hits 50. I'll pull my initial investment, let the rest run. Tim, that's a dangerous way to invest too, man. You become a dangerous guy when you got absolutely nothing to lose. That's a great way that you could go. And I'm sure you guys all have numbers there. Maybe you leave 10% to ride absolutely free, 50%. You double your money, you take 50%, get your initial investment out, you let it run, or whatever your guys' strategy is. That's definitely a good idea for a short squeeze play if you guys want to have nothing at all to lose. I'm not nervous about Shib going down at all, but why is it going down? Zach, I think it's going down, man, because the overall crypto market is going down. Shiba Inu coin price has looked very similar to the price of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has not been performing very well, and therefore Shiba Inu coin has not been performing very well. If you pull these graphs out, you can see that there's pretty similar action in here. It's been bouncing up. This Bitcoin's in the bottom left. Bitcoin bounces up, steadies off, drops off for 4 days. Shiba Inu coin bounces up, steadies off, and it's been dropping off for about 3 days. So very similar action. You can see this here. Big purple candle, green, purple. Big purple candle, green, purple. Very similar action in Shiba Inu coin to the overall crypto market. And if you're looking on a daily basis, on a long-term daily basis, you can see here too that Bitcoin falling off since like the November range. Shiba Inu coin falling off since the November range. It's not only Shiba that's been falling. Bitcoin and the overall crypto market are falling as well. It's just tough because we watch Shiba every single day, but we're not necessarily keeping our eyes on Bitcoin. Glero, I tried to use my credit card for the payment, but it was rejected. Can you help me with my subscription to your OnlyFans account? I have a lonely night tonight. It's transparent trading live. Yeah, man, just hit me up on Twitter. I can send you a personal. No, I'm not sending you anything personal, man. I don't know OnlyFans. You guys are ridiculous. Thoughts on these? Prog, Farmy, HYMC, BBIG, CEI, Mon, Nini Music. What are your thoughts on Farmy, man? I want to know somebody else's thoughts on Farmy. Are you getting those off the left side of my screen, or are you getting them somewhere else? You're asking me for a lot of tickers here. I'll give you my thoughts. Prog, I do think that Prog has good long-term potential. Okay, Prog's been beaten down like crazy, and if Prog follows through with all of its patents, you could see some growth in Prog. Maybe not necessarily just percentage growth, but actual growth in the company. Farmy, I am in Farmy. I also have Prog. Farmy, trading below its fundamental value. I believe Farmy has more cash on hand than the market cap of the entire stock right now, unless they're lying to us, right? But the reported cash on hand is greater than the market cap. They have increased revenue and net earnings on a quarterly and annual basis for several quarters and several years in a row. They are profitable. They do have a positive earnings and not a negative EPS. And they've got a shareholder meeting. So Farmy needs to regain compliance by the end of May. They have to be trading above $1 or they will be delisted at the end of May. They have a shareholder meeting next Friday, and they're asking for a 25-to-1 reverse split. I'm hoping they do not get it. I'm hoping that they have to do some sort of a stock buyback with the $100 million that they're sitting on to drive their share price higher. I don't want to see them bailed out by retail investors. I want to see them bail their investors out. HYMC. I don't necessarily like Highcroft Mining because they are not cash flow positive. They do not have a positive earnings, and they've got a ton of work ahead of them. And their current strategy is to raise capital through equity offerings, not by increasing revenue. BBIG, I know some people that have BBIG. I do not own BBIG, but BBIG does seem to be setting up for some sort of a squeeze, and it's also got dividends incoming, as far as I know about that. CEI, I also do not have that, but the energy sector seems to be very volatile depending on what Russia's doing with all of their oil and natural gas exports. Mullen Auto has had a very nice run recently. It does seem to be pulling back a little bit, could be giving up some of the more recent gains, but electric vehicles, if they're able to make any dent in that industry whatsoever, I do believe longer term they should justify a higher share price than they currently have. Hopefully that takes care of all of those tickers there. Hello, Kleber. I'm getting ready to jump on some land sales, and the Shiba Metaverse sales start early sometime this weekend for those who locked some leash tokens. I'm hoping opening the music. Nice, Wayne. Very good, man. You're gonna have to let us know on Monday if you were able to bid on any of those, because I don't have any leash, so I have not locked any. I don't plan on bidding on anything this weekend, but I would like to hear from somebody that is. How the experience going? In my opinion, I think Mullen is a scam. A company with their interviews with the CEO, etc., seem fake. Very interesting. I don't know if they're a scam or not. I feel like somebody would have looked into them by now and made that determination, but I truly don't know. Cleaning mass relationship and fashion advice. Something I'm sorry I did not see what D said there. AMC Trapper, I'm just trying to keep it real. Keep it real, man. Keep it real. Gruski, you just want to be heard. You're frustrated. We all are. Gruski, why was it blocked? Gruski, you blocked, man? I don't think you're blocked. I see you. It doesn't seem like you're blocked. You down with HYMC? Yeah, you know me. No, I don't own any HYMC. I don't plan on buying any Highcroft, guys. I don't like the idea of AMC using their cash to buy up bankrupt companies. Mullen is my best bad trade at the moment, only down 6%. It's the least of your losers, Cassie. I like the way you put that. HYMC is the best of the bad trades. Not bad, only down 6% right now. You got plenty of room to roll. If you're shorting a position and they reverse split, your short shares reverse too. So yes, transparent. If you were short, let's just use 25 million in the reverse split of Farmy. So if you were short 25 million shares and they reverse split 1 for 25, you would only owe 1 million shares then. You would only be short 1 million shares. So yes, you would have to cover 1 million shares, but it would be at a price that's 25 times higher. Unless, of course, the stock price falls during that day, then it would be a little bit different. But, it'd be 25 times higher, but you would only owe 1 million shares instead of 25 million shares. Thank you. You are one class act. Nini Music. Thank you, man. I'm sorry, but it's upsetting to see a stock that we all love continues to drop lower every day, and no one has anything positive to say. Every streamer kind of ignores it. Gruski ignores what, man? I've been talking all afternoon about how it's sickening to watch AMC go down, man. I don't think I ignored it. Don't bring this stream down. Negativity, a positive outlook, a measured view, and enjoy the company of good people. Mark, absolutely, man. It is, Grusi's right. It is tough to watch you go down. We just got done saying how tough it is to watch you go down. I feel you can't be telling people where you want to sell. It's your business, bro. Don't influence them. Yeah, I wouldn't say try to get people try to get people to sell at certain points. I don't block for venting my frustrations. I care for everyone involved in AMC. I hate to see them being robbed. Sadly, I believe the robbery will continue to see it. Oh, yeah, I don't know if we're going to be under 10 by the end of the month. I truly do believe that 10 could be a difficult price to break through. We've got major support at that 13 level. But even before that, 1450 would be difficult to break through again. But I don't see it. Unless the overall market continues to be trashed, I think it would be tough for AMC to continue moving lower, especially to that $10 range. I thought it was going to be difficult to fall below 20. We fell below 20, but it's very correlated with the overall decline in the market right now. I agree. However, this is an absolute joke. What's a joke, Jason? The fact that it goes down? Buy and hold till shorts cover their fake shares. Boom! Lucian. It's my plan, man. It's my plan. Hope not, but whoever forced them to cover their shorts, no one cares. So, Gruski, nobody is going to force them to cover their shorts. You are right. There's nothing that we can do, nothing that the SEC can do, or anything to force them to cover their shorts. They will cover their shorts in one of two ways. That one is a margin call. The best way to see a margin call happen is when risk is increasing. Price of the stock going up doesn't necessarily increase the risk of a margin call because they could be making money elsewhere. Hedge funds have plenty of money, and they have access to plenty of money. When the banks start to feel nervous that their money is at risk, that's when you could see a margin call. And that could, in my opinion, one of the best ways to see that is extremely low volume and extremely high days to cover. That would be one of the best risks that we could create for the hedge funds. As far as them agreeing to cover their shorts, I'm sure they have certain price targets in mind where they would not be willing to watch AMC go beyond. But you have to remember, these hedge funds, they're shorting AMC because they believe, and I agree, that the fundamental value of AMC is worth less than it is currently trading at. AMC has very, very high debt, very, very low revenue, and it's going to be difficult to continue moving forward and growing if they're not able to pay that down. Hedge funds know this, and they do not believe the current price justifies the underlying fundamentals. So they will allow it to ride out until AMC either meets their justified price or it gets so high that they trigger their stop losses. So these are really the only ways we see AMC being covered, but they have to cover at some point. So it's not like this is just going to be some endless mind game. Man, kicks rocks with that mindset. We know it's down. Yeah, it is down. You have to fall before you rise. Zachary. That is exactly, we were going to be like the phoenix rising out of the ashes, man. You're exactly right. We have fallen. We've been hit. And I know that you guys are stronger because of it. And I know that you have learned so much in the last year to year and a half that it is really going to set you guys up with the right skill set to generate income for the rest of your lives, man. For the rest of your lives. You guys are going to know what to look for, how to stay confident, how to stay true, and that's going to be an invaluable skill set. I mean, it's really going to be what sets you apart from relying on somebody else to generate your income, to you generating your income. I forget where I saw it. I don't know if it was an article that I was reading or if somebody shared an article on Twitter. There's like 7 different steps to seven different steps to financial security or financial freedom or something like that. And the first one is, you're in over your head, clearly. The second one's you're able to move out of your mom's house and pay your own bills. The third one is like paying off all your debt and all of these different ways. And it said the vast majority of people in the United States, they just live paycheck to paycheck, and one mess up really, really hits them hard. And you guys are setting yourselves up right now to, if not reach that abundant wealth, like you don't even care about money anymore, it doesn't mean anything, like Elon Musk level, you're setting yourself up to live off your investments and reach level 6 of 7, to be able to generate enough income off your investments to pay for all of your expenses. And you can't buy that. You know what I mean? You can't pay for that anywhere. What you guys are learning how to do is it's literally invaluable. I mean, that is freedom. Clibro, Heb, what's up, Ryan? Clibro, when you see red candles on AMC, they're Trey candles, since he wants people buying puts on AMC. Ryan, yes, if I see red candles on AMC, Trey might be making some money. And it does seem like Trey may have made some money over the last couple of weeks. If he did, great, man. If he did, I hope he makes as much money as possible. But I want AMC to go up. I don't want AMC to go down. I want AMC to go up. I want Farmy to go up. I want Prog to go up. I do want GameStop to go up for you guys, but I don't have any. Sundial, yes. Mullen, I wish I would have gotten into Mullen when I was looking at it at 62 cents. I want all these stocks to go up over here, even though I don't have them all. I had to vent. I don't think they will be forced to cover. I think that every green candle is controlled and them covering. Then a couple red candles and a few more people sell. They cover more. Yeah, Gruski, I personally don't think that they control everything. I don't think that they have the power to do that. And one of the reasons that I really believe that is that if they did control everything, if these hedge funds were in absolute power and could determine which way the stock goes, I believe that they would be able to generate returns greater than the overall market. I believe that they would be able to outpace the 7 to 12% annualized gains that you can expect investing in the stock market. They cannot do it. There's not a single hedge fund, unless they were brand new last year and in their first year outperformed the market. There's not a single money manager or hedge fund out there that has consistently and on average beat the market over the long term. They can't do it, man. They can't do it. That's not my opinion. That's the numbers. No hedge fund outperforms the market. That's the numbers that I got to look to make the determination that they don't have all the power. I'll read my last. Kalani, I got you. And then we got the hype coming from Zachary. Kalani's last one said, quick, have you given more consideration about the other types of videos you're going to make? I believe I mentioned tools, strategies, techniques. Yeah. So Kalani, I definitely have, man. I just don't know. I need to get into, not a routine, but I need to get into kind of like that mindset and how I want to do it. I do believe, and I have been kicking this part around a little bit as well. And I do want to know your guys' thoughts on this too. I like the way that I do the videos now. I'm very used to it, and I feel like I can explain it, right? But it's more of just a me talking and listening, maybe some sort of a podcast style video. It doesn't require you to actually watch the video because it's literally me just in front of the camera talking. I believe it's a good way to learn, but also doing these videos that could be like on technical analysis, I think there would be benefit to the screen looking exactly like the screen looks right now. Right, having me on the screen just down here in the corner, and me showing a moving average style of trading here. If you guys were on Ford and you guys decided to trade the 1348 moving average crossover, you would have bought puts on this crossover here, and it's gone down ever since. And then I could go into a 5-minute chart and say, if you're trading on a more intraday basis, and we could point out what the moving averages look like and things like that. And the video would be set up exactly like the lives are set up here, and it would look different than my normal videos that I do. So I can see the pros of both types. If you're a visual learner and I'm pointing out something with moving averages, clearly it's going to be a lot more beneficial to have a moving average on the screen and see what it looks like. If you, the videos that I do right now, I could still explain it, what you would be looking for and things like that. But it wouldn't require you to watch the actual video. You know what I mean? Like, it's much more of a passive style of learning. So I would also want to consider that before I start going in and doing it, because it would be a little bit different than the current style. But Zachary, man, thank you very much for the super chat. Zachary says, hype, 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 hype. Thank you very much, Zachary. Absolutely appreciate that super chat, man. You guys better be hyped. You better be hyped, because next week the market is going to be off the charts. I hope so, right? I hope next week is going to be a good week. There's a little hair back here, man. He's wanting to go wild today. A little hair back there. He's got some hype, and I don't know why. Zachary, man, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, bro, do you trade as well or just invest in crypto? So I have traded crypto on Webull. I really don't do a ton of trading, right? Like day trading and some swing trading. Not a ton of it. I do some of it, but I'm not like a day trader that I have to worry about watching the market as soon as it opens, making a trade, getting out 5 minutes later. I just feel that, I feel it's more stressful. I've done plenty of that, and I feel like it's a lot more stressful. And I would rather not have the stress. I mean, I view the stress as being worth something, and I would rather not have the stress of doing it. So I have done it. I don't think it's necessarily bad. I think you can do it. You got to be very disciplined. But I do think it causes unnecessary stress. Wait, numero uno. Sabanino. Uno. Do you think the market in crypto has more downside in the short term? I love my 70 Nova. Yeah, it absolutely could. The market could have more downside in the short term. If you're looking at the NASDAQ here on the bottom left, you can see that we're right here at this level of support. This intermediary level of support where we touched back in here and back in here, but the major level of support is all the way back down at 12.5. I don't know if we're going to drop another 1,200 points, another 10% decline in the market. I would hate to see that, but it is a possibility that the overall market continues to sell off and retest these level of support down here if it doesn't bounce off this area that it's currently in. That is an absolute possibility. Likes are rough today. Remember, people you like the content, even when the market is struggling. Smash, smash, smash. Listen to Zachary. Yes, guys. Come to see your pretty face. AMC Trapper. Oh, man. Oh, shucks, Trapper. Thank you very much. He said doo-doo. Did I say doo-doo? Oh, my God. If I said doo-doo, my bad, man. My bad. How do you pay the bills without day trading? Generating income, man. You don't have to day trade. There's plenty of other ways to generate income, and a lot of it you can do with dividends or, taking some of your profits on your stocks and things like that. But it doesn't have to be day trading, man. It doesn't mean that I'm not out there, closing positions or opening other positions. I'm not stressing about it, worrying about it on a daily basis. Tim Hogan English is not my best language, but I know a little bits from the schools here. But my English ain't good because hang out here because I like shibs and hope for scams from mongoloid peoples. D. Gordon, you're welcome here all the time, man. Where's all the selling pressure coming from with AMC? Mike, unfortunately, it's impossible to tell, right? It is. And that's one of the things that I don't like is we know people are selling, but we don't know who. And we don't even really know why. The best we can ever do is guess. is, why people are selling, but it's nearly impossible to determine who is selling. And I don't know. I don't know where the selling pressure is coming from. I just know that there is selling pressure, man. It doesn't seem like it would only be institutions, but the way that it has been following the market down over the last 2 weeks, indicates that traders who are concerned about the overall movement of the market are the ones that would be concerned about the movement of AMC. I don't think that that's apes. I don't think that the apes care what the market is doing. The apes are buying and holding. They're not selling. But people who are concerned about the overall movement of the market also seem to be concerned about AMC. Overall market sells off, AMC sells off. That would be my best correlation and best guess as to who that is. But who's the trader that cares? Is it the institution that cares about the overall movement of the market? Is it retail traders who are running their own accounts, or what? How do you break it down with any degree of certainty? I would venture to say that you can't. Back to work. Have a great day. A great weekend, everyone. Pika Power. Enjoy your weekend as well, and thank you very much for being in here. Top notch. Pika Power. Not quite to Clay's level, but bye. Pika Power. Nice, man. Nice. Kalani. We talking about a meow meow? What are we talking about? Where do you think it bottom? Mike, I hope that we bottom exactly where we're at right now. I mean, you can see that if you pull out the daily on the NASDAQ, you can see that we're in this range of support right in here. If you pull out AMC, this $18 level, I wouldn't have given this level a ton of support, but you can see that based on these candles, the lower end of these candles and the lower end of these candles does put us at this $18 level. So the fact that we could be bouncing off 2 levels of support, both on the overall market and on AMC, I would hope this level holds up. But unfortunately, $16 I believe is going to be a stronger level, and $14.50 is a very strong level. This level right here on AMC is very strong. So if we don't bottom in this area, I would give $14.50 a very strong chance of bottoming. But clearly, I wish what we see right now is the bottom, and we bounce on Monday and never look back. Bye, Cassie, Kalani, Mark, L, Alice, and of course, King Simon. See you later, Pika Power. Enjoy your weekend. Driving but listening, and 13 incoming. No, I don't want to see 13. The only way that I would be happy to see 13 is if we hit 13 like next Friday, and we were hitting 13 at the same time that the Farmy board comes out and announces that they're doing a buyback, and I got back in. At that point, yeah, I would be okay with that. But I don't want to see AMC hit 13. Questions for all viewers. What percentage of your life are you active in crypto? Good question, Elwin. Good question. I would actually give it a very large percentage of mine, man, because I got to look up articles and tweets and everything like all day long. You're the only one that ever makes sense. Mike, I appreciate that, man. I do. I do know some other people out there. They are very smart people. It's just, I guess whoever you relate best with and can get the best explanations for you would make the most sense. But thank you. I do appreciate that. Clearly, I think that I make the most sense, but that's because I know exactly what I'm thinking. It might not be the same for all you guys, though. JB, I'll take 2 at that price, please. Thank you. Me as well, man. I will take 2 at that price as well, JB. I just don't want to see that price, though. Oh, I didn't see this. Elwin says, what do you think of the idea of getting rid of all money worth 5 cents or less, melting it down into a large statue of Satoshi Nakamoto? Those coins are worth nil because of inflation. Elwin, that is a very far out idea. I don't know if that would be good or bad, but would we be compensated for those in some way? Or it seems like it would be a lot of money to melt all of those coins down. Play in the money calls and out of the money puts on AMC. And if it drops, sell put before it goes into the money and buy shares. Nice. Mellow Mamas. It's a strategy, right? I don't know if it's necessarily the best strategy for a lot of people who don't understand options, but it is a strategy if you're into playing options that way. You're honest. Hey, Mike, here's my whole situation on that, right? I'm optimistic in the sense that I absolutely want to see all of these things go up. But at the same time, I also, I want to have that level of integrity where you guys come back tomorrow and next week and you want to hang out and, that you guys see that I'm not just trying to pump something or anything like that. So, yeah, dude, the days that suck, they suck for me too. And the days that are great, they're great for me too. But I want to be here tomorrow, and I don't want to lose anybody's respect in that regard. So yeah, dude, I'm gonna be honest. If something's going down, it's going down. If it's going up, it's going up. Opinion on Apecoin charts. Yeah, I love my 70 Nova. We can check that out real quick. Watching you gives a visual to my IO inner monologue. What's IO? I'm glad you're trying to make sense, and I'm trying to make dollars. Get it, Pugnacious. Do you have any AMC predictions for next week? I hope up, man. I just hope up. The only one that makes sense is the Common Sense Investor on YouTube. That dude would make perfect sense. Common Sense, that's the best one. Apecoin, that's what we're looking at. Do I have it down here? I do have it down here. Nice. Oh, actually, I want to look at it on Webull as well. Ah, dang it. Yeah, we're going to have to look at it on Webull because my computer reset during the break, and I got to hook Chrome back up. So let's look at Apecoin over here on Webull. It's got a bad daily chart, man. So this is the daily chart for Apecoin on Webull here. We might be able to see a little bit more on a 1 hour chart, but it's been very volatile and it's been hitting lower highs and lower lows since it was listed. Webull was a couple days late getting it listed, so they got their initial price on March 26th at around $12-13. But if you do come out here, you can see that it has really been following these lower highs almost perfectly. Okay, and the channel just continues to the downside as well, hitting these lower lows, and it's almost a perfectly parallel channel. I mean, you can see here that it's almost perfectly parallel, the lower highs and lower lows that it's been hitting. I don't know. I would love to see this breakout before I would consider getting in. $10 seems to be a decent low here. I know that it was much more volatile during the open. So this is after Webull had it listed. I do believe it came down to like $7 or something before Webull listed it. Extreme volatility on the first day. But looking at this, you can see that it's been in a downtrend for the last couple of weeks. And I would wait. Me personally, I don't plan on buying any at this point, but it's not out of the question that I would buy some Apecoin. I do like the fact that they're associated with the Bored Ape Yacht Club and the Mutant Ape Yacht Club, and they've got that status. But I would really keep an eye on this channel right here if you guys are looking at buying some Apecoin. Hey Clay, what do you think about SXC and Cleveland Cliffs? SXC, I don't know what SXC is. Suncoke Energy. I don't know what Suncoke Energy is. Well, this is definitely the type of a daily graph that you want to see. Rising beautifully here. But if you go out long term, if you go out long term, they have run into resistance. This could turn out to be a pretty decent level of resistance right in here. They bounced off of it back in here, traded in this range, in this area, and bounced off of it again a couple of weeks ago. So I'd watch out for that upper 9s to $10 level. But I think Cliff is. Nope. Oh, here it is. CLF. Cleveland Cliffs. What are these guys? Steel? Yeah, steel and iron. That's what I thought. I mean, dude, this is a. They got potential. And I don't know if they've diluted their shares along the way, but they've been performing phenomenally since 2020. Running from $3 to $30. That's a phenomenal performance over the last 2 years. But as far as like what, how much money they're bringing in and all of that, I don't really know how well they're doing. But this income statement looks very good. This revenue growth looks great. And they're positive? Yeah, and they got positive net earnings. So that's really good as well. Just based on what I'm looking at, man, I like their income statement. I like their graph. I mean, they do look expensive compared to where they were in 2020. But if you look longer term and you're willing to hold them longer term, then, yeah, I mean, you could absolutely... I mean, you could run up to $45 before you get a major level of resistance in here. You break that, you're talking $60. But I would be... This is a weekly graph, so I'd be willing to hold these guys pretty long term if you expect some gains there. I wouldn't expect major volatility or overnight gains in either one of those companies that we were looking at. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the thought of Satoshi Nakamoto. Elwin, that is absolutely right, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe. SMFL gains, long AMC run, baby. Juicy trades, let's get it. We need AMC to run. Apecoins started trading on March 17th. It was only $1, but it's now over $10, and I think it go to $20. But it was so I don't think it started at $1, at least on CoinMarketCap, right? I believe it was debuted around $20, and I don't know if it went up from 1 to 20. From what I've seen on CoinMarketCap, it debuted at 20. Paper hands cost me $20,000 in my crypto life. Yeah, Elwin, I feel you, man. I feel you. I mean, dude, I'm still holding Zcash from 2017. I've never even sold any of the Zcash that I mined. Wait, thoughts on BlockFi and USDC? I think I asked something similar earlier. 7% interest. So BlockFi, yeah, dude. And I think Gemini and BlockFi might be related, but 7% interest that's incredible on any stable coin or anything that you're not going to be worrying about capital appreciation and capital depreciation. If you've got Crypto.com coin or Kronos, whatever they're calling it now, if you stake there is a staking period where you have to stake it, and you can earn, I believe, up to 14%, 12 to 14% on your staked Crypto.com coin. That's an excellent gain. It's double what you're talking about there, but you have to worry about Crypto.com coin going up and down in value. If you are buying a stable coin, dude, 7% is nothing to really worry about. And if you treat it like, so Crypto.com, for example, and maybe BlockFi, I've not looked too much into BlockFi, but if you have a debit card attached to it, like you're staking your crypto with Crypto.com, and you get that Crypto.com debit card that you can use, it's almost like you're using it as a bank account, and they're paying you the 7% interest. and then instead of having your money in the bank and you able to spend it on that debit card, you spend it through your crypto.com account, and they're paying you 14% interest to keep your funds there. What you have to worry about, though, is crypto.com coin could get cut in half, and then the 14% that you're earning is useless because the coin dropped in value. Or, it could double in value, and all of a sudden you're earning 14% on your crypto.com balance, and your balance just doubled. So it's really like you're earning 28% on your initial deposit. It's whatever you guys think is going to be most beneficial. You have to look at the risk and reward. Clearly, there's risk and reward to buying anything that can increase or decrease in value. But some of these stable coins, man, 7-8%, that's a solid return. I agree, D. The other side metaverse launches this month. Rumor, all payments in Apecoin. I have heard that. I have not looked into that or read on that, but I have heard that, Alice. Biocoin weekend pump. Woohoo! Let's get it, Tone. I hope everything pumps this weekend. Shib's gas 0.00089 on October 27, 2021. If you bought to that price, you might be losing funds now, but no worries, because it will rise to the highs when Elon Musk lets you purchase Tesla Shiba. If he does that, yes, D. If he does that, I do believe that you're going to see some great increases in the price of Shiba Inu coin. I like my stakes well done, FYI. Yeah, I go somewhere between medium and well, so like a medium well, somewhere in that area. AI Zcash was $3,000 all-time high, and maybe they're going to ban privacy coins in the future. Yeah, Elwin, I know that Zcash was extremely expensive. At one point, it's down to about $180 per coin right now, $200 per coin. Recently hit as much as $300 per coin, but they can try to ban privacy coins. Can they really turn DeFi off, man? Can they really turn DeFi off? I'm going to say no. Best they can do is keep it off centralized exchanges and not allow you to cash it out. I think that's the best that they can do. All the gains from last week vaporized. What's the next move, yeah? Shadow. Get those gains back, man. Get those gains back. That's the next move, man. Don't overcook the steak. It's terrible. Yeah, I don't like red, though. I don't like red in the steak, man. I don't mind pink, but I can't do the red. Moas or die. Evil Eastside Trey says, Moas or die. Let's get it, man. There ain't no in-between. We either Moas or we die on the way out. Little recap, guys. We got AMC sitting up here on the top left. It is down 0.38% right now, sitting at $18.17. Shiba Inu coin is on the top right, 24.35 points per coin, down 1.87% of the day. GameStop, bottom right, it is up 0.21% after hours at $146.50. The NASDAQ closed today down 1.34%, had a pretty hard day, 13,711 points. Prague sitting at its $1.14 after hours, down 1.72%. Farmy is sitting right here at $13.96, up 1.53% after hours. Sundial is up after hours, 0.68%. Mullen Auto, $2.51 close with $2.49 after hours right now. CEI, 76 cents. SPY is down slightly, basically break even after hours. BBIG up 1.84% during the day and 1.08% after hours, sitting at $2.80. And Highcroft Mining closed at $2.16, currently sitting at $2.20 per share. Not too bad there. GameStop, man, look at these candles on GameStop. Very interesting. What else? I seen the videos when Elon Musk gave some Dogecoin to his mom for the gift of Mother's Day. So maybe he can give some Shibs to different relatives. The funds. I would love that, D. I would really, really love that. I'm glad this isn't a culinary live. You go past medium, you just buy jerky. Tim. No, dude. Listen, I can go a little past medium. I can go a little past medium if I want to go a little past medium, and I'm still going to enjoy eating it. I do like cooking, though. I do like cooking, and I will go past medium. Medium, I would eat medium, but I would go a little above medium if I could. Not a lot above medium, but a little above medium. Just terrible. I hope it runs next week. Me too, man. Shift all over the world. People like what they like. Yes, they do like what they like, dude. I like your channel. Keep up the good work. Elwin, man, thank you very much. More after death, 1,000 cuts. I won't be denied. No, death of 1,000 cuts. Nobody wants that, man. That would be terrible. AMC, Mullen, HYMC. Let's get it. Evenly side Trey. Have a great weekend, Clay and Clay Bros. Guys, it is 5 o'clock. Danelle says it's time to go, so we've got to go. Get your names in the chat right now, man. We'll do some shout-outs. Videos in 2 hours, videos in 3 hours. Appreciate you guys in advance. Make sure to watch those videos, share those videos. Stock Twits is a pretty easy place to watch it or to share them if you guys don't want to share them on your personal accounts or anything like that. You guys can share them on Stock Twits. Let's get some shout-outs going on. And then 7 p.m., 8 p.m., we will have those videos. Alice in Wonderland, Tim, man, D. Gordon, see you later. JB is dead. See you later, JB. Grand Piano Home Champion, see you later. Mark, Elwin, Ralph, see ya. Frank, see you later, man. Enjoy your weekend. Evil East Side Trey, enjoy it. Danelle, have a wonderful weekend. Paul, Wright, see you later, man. Enjoy your weekend. Tim, Transparent, Grand Piano, JB, Mark, Paul, Mellow Mamas, Frank, everybody enjoy your weekend. I don't know if SD is in here right now. If you are, enjoy your weekend. Lauren and Stephanie, I hope you guys have a great weekend as well. AMC Trapper says, peace out to the diamond-handed apes. Andrew, see you later. Enjoy your weekend as well. Tim, enjoy it, man. D. Gordon, enjoy it. And I don't know if Crypto Rocketeer is listening. I think he's been MIA today. But if you guys are out there, enjoy your weekend. And you guys know what time it is. So if you want to say it with me, say it with me. Till the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.